Hello, I am just jumping on and doing a quick live stream. Just random. I'm not even dressed for it. Hi Shannon. Hi. Oh, hang on. Neo Locus, is it? Right, I'm not gonna mess about chitter chatter. Obviously, there's gonna be chatter, but I'm just gonna switch you over. Hi Sandy. Switch you over to the stitching screen. There we go. I'm stitching my Mother of Dragon today. I've done, what have I done already? And where's Pattern Keeper gone? That's that one. So what have I already done today? Let's have a look. Pattern Keeper, unlock that a second. Let's have a look what we got. I have done 801. Is that 8? Yeah, 801 stitches today. It was basically the rest of the black and a little bit of grey. There was, mostly black. And this is why I haven't done a live stream, because I didn't want to just be doing black, because who wants that? So I thought I would jump on now, and now we've got a bit of colour going on. For some reason I can't see the chat very well. Let's see if we can, there we go. Shannon, I'm seriously considering Mother of Dragons as my next pattern. Let me finish mine first. Yeah, I would advise you to be fair. I'm only joking. Go for it. It is, I'm enjoying it. If you don't mind the black, because if you're going to be doing it Royal Rose, obviously your first, let's have a look, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 9 or 10 towers, and your last, there's a bit more. So say 20 towers is a lot of black to start with, and pretty much all the way through, I think. So as long as you don't mind black and a little bit of grey, then yeah, go for it. Apologies for my appearance. As I said, it is a very quick impromptu one. Not everybody's busy. I could be chattering away on Zoom or chatting away with Emma, but I just thought I would jump on. Hi Jill. Logging in on the QT at work. Laugh out loud. Okay, we'll be quiet. Shannon, I'm doing Minnie the Forgotten. What? Yeah, Minnie the Forgotten on 20 count. Don't think I've done 20 count. Right, you don't need to be seeing all of this. So I'm going to try and move me out the way. Actually, no. Sorry, you can see what I'm doing. Hi Zana from Germany. Welcome to the stream. I have literally just started it and just thought I would jump on, get a bit of stitching done with you guys. I haven't been on for a week. What am I looking for? Looking for Pattern Keeper. Oh, that window's a little bit too big for me. Can't see what's going on with you. Let's see if you can see what's going on. Come on now, that's it. Let's that moving. Now I have got, let me just quickly show you. I have got stitching screen. Put this back down here. What's it doing over there? Pattern keeper. Unlock that. Like I say, it's a very quick impromptu. I wasn't planning on doing a live today, but let's open that a little bit wider for you. Hi Joyce. So, long time no speak. How are you? Now I need to open my actual pattern keeper so I can see what I'm doing. Make sure I can still see your chat. There we go. I think we're sorted. Just double check. Yep. Right. Oh, no, wrong button. God. One day I will get all this right, you know. So I want to cover my ugly mush with pattern keeper for me. There we go. Let's get stitching, shall we? Now, my camera should be okay, but I'll try and keep an eye on it for you. This is the wrong bit of thread anyway. Why is that all the way down there? Oh, I've already done the first 2 stitches, that's why. As you can, I don't know if you can see it on pattern keeper, but I'll just do this anyway. So I've already done these 2. I basically started. This was parked down here. I've stitched that one, obviously. I've started doing these 2, and then I thought, I've got a bit of colour changing going on here. I am going to do a live. So yeah, let's move that back up there. Right, come on then, Ali. Here we go with the test of nattering and stitching with more colours going on. Ideally, I'd like my laptop in front of me. I do normally have it in front of me, but as I say, this is just a quick jump on. Wasn't necessarily planned. So yeah, I will be doing the whole head back and forth, but I have gotten into the habit of having my pattern keeper in front of me. But because I'm doing this live, everything's all plugged in the same corner, so. And I'm lazy and I've got my legs up. Shannon, thank you. Shannon's just put love your nails. That is another reason why I wanted to do a live, to be fair, because it seems like every time I do a live, my nails are due to be done. I never come on with the freshly done nails. Yeah, thank you for noticing. This is why, you see. So when I've done lives in the past and been moaning about my nails, now you know why, because they look so pretty when they're done. Had them done on Tuesday, so because I was planning on doing a live yesterday but didn't get around to it. Right, so we'll do this colour next. I whizzed through that pretty quick. What I'll do is I'll get this thread done. I'll get this thread stitched, and then I'll go back. I'll switch back to the pattern keeper screen and show you how I mark off and, you know, put where my parked thread is. Hey Emma. I was nattering with Emma before I decided to do this. I abandoned her for you guys, but she's joined us, so welcome Emma. Got not this one. Now, tattoo update. I was in a tattoo parlour yesterday. That was very American of me. It's tattoo shop. Yeah, I nipped in on Tuesday while I was uptown. Just before I came home after I did my nails, obviously. And we're in the designing stage. It's nothing fancy. I'm not going to give it away too much what I'm having done, where I'm having done. I've messaged a couple of you and shown you the lady at the tattoo parlour shop doing the design work, but her printer failed, so she couldn't get the true measurement and things like that. So she's meant to be messaging me today, but I'm assuming it'll be tomorrow now. And then I'm hoping that I can get it done next week, fingers crossed. Now, I tried to go live off my phone with you guys before with stitching, and we had problems with pixelation and stuff. So what I might do is just do a video recording and then upload it instead of going live. We'll see. I'm not sure. It might be better internet speeds being in town. I might be able to connect to their Wi-Fi, but I'm having it done. So I'm definitely going to get it recorded, videoed, you know, so that you guys can see what I have done. Right, so let me switch to our pattern keeper screen, because as you can see, I've just stitched all of that colour within that tower. So that's what I do anyway. I've parked it down there. Hope that made sense. And if it didn't, I'm sorry for waffling on. I'm going to get back to stitching now. Who else we got? Emma, yeah, I'm okay. Hi, Patty. Good morning to you. It is late afternoon here, nearly evening. Hi, Celia. When you switch to Pattern Keeper screen, there is no sound. Oh, no. Sorry about that, guys. We'll ignore that bit as an error. And for those that are watching this at a later date, I apologise for the no sound. We will fix that another day. As I said, I'm going to try and do a little video upload of that anyway. Thank you, Celia, for letting me know. I thought there was something wrong with the screen. Yeah, I bet I was waffling on for a little bit. Sorry. Sound off on my phone as well. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That's because it is just Pattern Keeper and I didn't quite, I'm using my mic instead of my laptop's audio. Sorry about that. We'll give that another go at a later date. I just want to get stitching. I don't know if you could kind of grasp what I was doing with my parking the thread and some of the shortcuts. I might try and do a voiceover edit somehow at a later date. Alright, so we're with this one now. Again, apologies. These things happen. I'm doing this one. This is kind of fuzzy now. This is what happens when you rush a live and just jump on randomly. You don't get set up properly. See you later, Joyce. Enjoy your tea. Thank you for jumping in. I will do another live next week and a better prepared one as well. One that's not so higgledy-piggledy. Yeah. I've even bought a new little notepad to write little notes down of things to remember for when I'm doing these live streams, but I just never look at it. I'm one of those women that, you know, I think I know best. I know what I'm doing. Should really start looking at my notebook and remembering what went wrong the last time and fix it. We are getting better though. I was looking back at some of my older videos and it is definitely getting there. Considering I just wing it. There's no real YouTube video of how to do a live stream. I think Karen Needlewood, she shared one, a little mini one, but it only showed her setup. It didn't show how to do it, sort of thing. I don't know if it's because you're not meant to, you're not allowed to, I don't know. But anyway, I don't do too bad. So then we park this one here. Let's say I'll maybe do a little how-to with Pattern Keeper. And if not, there's plenty out there. I think. Let's mark that one off. Done. Now we're going to pick up this thread. And now this one is not needed underneath. So there's no part thread in there. No part thread in the east tower of this colour that I'm about to do. And it is not needed in the dungeon. So once I've stitched this colour thread within this tower, I will be parking it in the east tower. Because there's no point in ending it when it's needed in that next tower. You're just wasting thread unnecessarily. I obviously don't mind normally, but I just don't see the point in starting a new piece of thread when I can just park this one up there. Unless I run out of this thread, obviously, because it's not very long. 1, 2. Maybe if I go down to this one. No, this one. Because it's going to be going back up. It's that one. This one and get one. I'm a counter. I count out loud the whole miss one and get one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm always doing it. So if you've got me on while you're stitching, I apologise if I distract you from your own counting. I can't help it. So yeah, I'm going to park this one up here. I might as well, because I'm going to be finishing that piece of thread else. I know it's travelled a bit up there, but I really don't care today. So park it there, finish these ones. I don't know if you can see my pack keeper on the screen now because I did mess about. No, you can see. Alright, what we got going on with you guys? Hi Morty. I switched to Royal Rose mid-August and have since put in over 5,600 stitches. That's a lot for me. Loving this method. That's brilliant. I'm pleased you are enjoying it. Now I know that this camera picture isn't the greatest, but we still haven't gotten around to fixing that. What's going on here? Oh no. Are we still live? What's going on with this then? Oh yeah. Phew. I'd lost you then. Although your picture's not too bad. I've seen worse. But these here, they're actually like white and blues and greens. I just feel like my camera doesn't always pick that up for you, but the stitching's what you see. What are we on? 24:48. So 10 seconds out. We're getting better with the timing, you know. Now I've knocked that. For God's sake, Ali, sort yourself out. I've got it rested on a pillow at the minute because I'm on this left edge. So it's resting on a pillow. That's why we've got a bit of wobblage. What are we all stitching on anyway? So that's that. Mark that off. Park that. Now we'll do this thread here. Now you might all be thinking, I thought she was doing a rotation. She's obviously finished that second row of Mother of Dragon. How come she started another one? Or you might be thinking, no, we weren't thinking that. We don't care. Just stitch. But anyway, I was on about doing a rotation. But my fabric for the Mirabilia start that I'm wanting to do is maybe a couple of weeks out. So I was thinking I'm going to try and get another row on this done before that fabric arrives. Because I really want to start my Mirabilia. I don't want to get, I don't know, finishing the row on, say, Deep Blue Sea and the fabric's still not here. So I'd rather do a row on this one because it's longer and it's full crosses. So I'm thinking if I can get a row done on this, hopefully my fabric will be ready. Whereas if I'd have switched out for my Deep Blue Sea, you know, I'd have got that row done and been like, oh, well, I don't want to start another row on anything else yet. But could always do my story keep, but I'm planning on getting those fabrics done. I don't like the way my thread is on my pattern, on my floss cards. I've got them all higgledy-piggledy together. They're obviously in numerical order, but now we've missed a stitch up here. They're in numerical order, but I've put all 5, is it 4 or 5? 5 designs together thread-wise, and there's a lot of floss cards. So I'm in the process of putting them separate for each of the patterns that I'm doing on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be So yeah, I'm waiting for my pretty fabric to come to do my mirabilia. And I want to try and get a fair few stitches. Now, did I just park that or not? Oh, Ali, come on now. No, that's that one. Is it that one? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can't wait to start that mirabilia. Roses of Provence. Super excited. She had some health issues. Adult stuff got in the way. Hi, Max. Emma, you're doing the jungle montage. Now, Emma, I love that. I love your jungle montage because I'm in there. Celia, the wine shelf one. Cool. Happy birthday for... Now, when was it? I know it was the other day. I did message you. I nearly didn't because I had a lot of drama going on in my life, but I hope you had a good birthday. A Beautiful Friendship by Cindy Nielsen. How are you getting on with that, Sandy? I do like that one. Minnie the Forgotten. Yeah, Shannon, sorry, you did say, didn't you? Max. I am Alpha on your cross stitch. Where are we? So let's get stitching. Yeah, Emma's jungle montage. She's made it interesting for herself, extra interesting, because obviously the cross stitch in itself is super nice. But she's started to name the animals within the pattern. I'm the lovely big tiger in the middle, big lion in the middle. I am still hoping to get a better camera for these lives because it doesn't do it justice, the colours that are going on. It looks very grayscale, I think, for you guys, but it's not that colour at all. There is some very pretty colours going on with this. Lots of different blues and greys and greens. But, you know, money, got to save up for a nice HD camera or something. Because the HD camera on my laptop is good, but I can't very well have my laptop hanging upside down. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. So you'll have to wait until I can sort out the pennies, and we'll get a decent one. This one. Again, I'm just stitching any old how within the tower. It kind of is snake method, but every now and then I just go off kilter and stitch random directions. It's wherever the stitching, wherever it feels right. But I just make sure I stitch all of the colour within that tower. And as we know, I park in the dungeon mostly. If it's not needed in the dungeon, I park in the east tower. Now, for those that aren't comfortable with parking only in the dungeon, if you see that the colour thread is needed in the east tower and the dungeon, and you can't, wrap your head around why you would park it in the dungeon when it's needed further along, go for it. Park in that tower, that next tower. This is just the way I stitch it. I always park below. I like to think this is a little blueprint, just to simplify it a little tiny bit with parking, but you can tweak it to however you like. The whole, there is no rules, there is no rules. The whole, everyone's a rebel who doesn't do it my way. It's just a bit of fun. It's nothing totally serious, You're not actually going to get sent to the stocks or banished. It's just a bit of fun. So yeah, You just park wherever feels right for you. It's a little bit windy today. I should really be concerned about my cat because I did just hear a screeching out there. I'm assuming a male cat's about again. Right, so that's not needed in the dungeon, but there's nothing parked in my east tower and it is needed. So this bit of thread now is going to get bunged up here, which is underneath that first stitch. Sorted. So we'll park that and mark off all these ones. I'm not even going to check if I did actually stitch them all. I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, I'll soon find out. And our next thread is this one. Oh, I've got two fake. This one's obviously 1/1 full cross. I'm doing it on 25 count. Oops. I don't know if it was on my last stitch with me. Pretty sure it was. It might have been the one before that. I was saying about these end tails, you know, like your start ends and your finish ends. And I was saying about possibly if they get in the way, then maybe having these tails further across. My brain just isn't able to do it, but it's an option for you all. I'm used to the tail ends getting in the way, and sometimes I have to get my snag, nab it, and you know, pull them out of the way. But finishing across here, and obviously start threads if you're doing 1/1 and not loop methods. You know, just as many, whatever you feel comfortable with doing for your start tail, as long as you've got a few going on. I find that does help prevent the lines. Try and hopefully complete this tower on this live. It's a little bit later today, so you know, when Jason doesn't know I'm doing a live, so if he does come home early, we know what happens. Interferes. Hopefully he won't finish early and we will be able to get this tower done together. However long it will be. I think my longest one was 3.5 hours. I've got a numb foot, so I'm going to have to move my leg in a minute. Position 2, Emma. I'm in 1 at the minute. 2. Here. Right, so I've had a pretty crappy weekend, to be honest. So I thought I'd jump on and cheer myself up a little bit. Hence why my appearance is just, yeah, slop. You sat at home with me. A proper miserable day, weather-wise as well. Even if I wanted to do the live a little bit earlier on, I wouldn't have been able to because Trixie was on one today. She was jumping about all over the place. Had a little hypo moment this afternoon for some strange reason. She normally saves them for later on. I got to do a live with my fresh nails. I'm a saddo, I know. Ooh, a little idea that I've said that I will pass along and ask what people's opinions are. For those that are members of Zoom Stitchy Friends, Liv is thinking about doing like a book club. I'm all for it. I'll be happy to do it. There's ideas floating around of, having a book selected and giving it, I don't know, a month to read it, a week to read it. Just depends on people's speed of reading, obviously. But she would put a post up saying what book is the selection. So in the comments, you would then comment saying, you've got the book now, you're starting it. And then there would be like a poll. We're still playing around with it, but the poll would basically be started and then finished. So obviously, once you start it, you click the start on the poll, and then, standard, when you finished reading the book, come back to that poll, say that you finished reading it, and then once everybody who has said that they are reading it is finished, we would do a Zoom call. Just the one, it would probably be one a month, something like that, and just discuss the book basically, throw around ideas of what the next book might be, etc., etc. So I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. If you are, then yeah, maybe get in touch with Liv and let her know that you are interested, and it might spur her on to get it started. I'd like to say I like to read. I feel like most stitchers do, whether it be audio. There's no, you haven't got to read the book. You can have the audio play with the book and still give your review on it. Have a good old natter about it. Obviously, I like to just read a book. I have tried the Audible, and there is a book that I'm listening to on Audible, but I like to read it myself. So yeah, if anybody's interested in doing like a book club, never know, if she gets plenty, we could even create a Facebook group, and instead of using the Zoom, maybe use the Facebook Messenger call option. We'll see. I haven't read any books the last week or two, so I haven't got any Stitcher for you today, unfortunately. I am currently rereading my Morganville Vampire series books, but I'm only on the second one, so I'd say I've been a bit busy. So I'm running out of thread, and I don't like to. I'm sure it's called play chicken, like chasing the end. So I'm going to do this one stitch, I think. Am I going to bother? Yeah. No, I'm going to take that back out because I don't want to play chicken. especially when you've got nails like this. As much as I get on with my nails and can do pretty much anything, it is harder to keep that thread attached. So we're going to end that piece of thread, snip it a little bit. No rhyme or reason to my snipping, I just snip it. I'm going to mark that off, just so I remember what I've stitched. Now, what I would normally do, and I might still do it yet, I don't know, is I would then get I would carry on with the symbol. I've just run out of thread, so I would, what colour is this one? This one's 646. I don't think you can see that on there, no, but you can see it in the top corner-ish. So it's 646, but now let me open my pattern keeper. Oh no, what have I done? I first have a look to see if it is needed. It's not needed underneath, as you can see, that symbol. So what I might do is I might cheat. Yes, I know I cheat. I'm allowed. I can give myself a pardon. But I have this thread parked in the east tower, right here, look. So what I might do is I might cheat. I might just actually grab that bit of thread, stitch these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches, and then just park it back up there. Or I might just stitch that stitch actually, because I'm going to be stitching it anyway today. So yeah, there you go. You're witnessing me cheating. I could, don't get me wrong, I could easily just get another bit of thread because there's plenty of that colour going on. I could park it down here. You know, not in my dungeon, but in the next tower's dungeon, but I'm not going to. I'm going to see how long this piece of thread is first. Just showing you all sorts of different things that can come up. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. It's this one. Now, the thread isn't actually that long, so no, ignore me. I am actually going to get that colour thread, new, fresh. But yeah. There's a little option for you if you find that you've only got 3 or 4, 5, 6 stitches, but it's parked over here. You can just go and nick it, go and steal it, and then repark it. What colour did we say that was? 646. So many different little tweaks you can do on this and cheats. But yeah, as you can see, I am going to carry on stitching this colour even though I ran out of that thread. It's just how I like to do it. I'm not messing about looking for the next symbol and being like, oh, which one shall I do next? There should only be a few left over. That one and that one. We all know what I'm like. I'm a waffle iron, so if I waffled on unnecessarily there, I apologise, but this is me. 2, 2. That one. See, the camera's gone all funky again. That's really annoying me. Sorry, guys. Where are we? Alpha, thank you. Brilliant, thanks. 17.20% Sandy. Well done. Keep going. Morty, there's a full battle going on with mine. Sometimes the East Tower, sometimes the dungeon. Occasionally I drop a cannonball in the moat. Everybody stitches, like you say, it's whatever calls to you, especially where there's only one stitch of that colour to do before it's going to be ended across to the right hand side, without the right hand bridge. Exactly, yeah, just whatever calls to you. Emma, position 2 also. Yeah, that's what I need to be doing. Oh, I need to get to position 2. Oops, sorry. I've got a cramp in my knee. Anyway. Hi, Christina. Megan. I don't know how I missed the notification that you were live, but I'm glad I was able to catch you on today. I'm at work, so a bit quiet, but I'm listening and watching that beautiful stitching. Oh, bless you. Celia, rebel! Yes, I am a rebel, and I don't care. Or I would have been. I would have been a rebel if that thread had been long enough. That's definitely a rebel. But the thread wasn't long enough, so I've got a new bit, and now I've just waffled on and I ain't got a clue what I've stitched. Where are we? That's that one. So I'll come down here. Right, if I pull that, so I've done that one. There we go. I pulled that bit too much now, but let's flick it back up a little bit and then pull it back down. Yes, I am a rebel. Sometimes. I'm allowed. Oh dear. As I say, you just do whatever it calls you to do within these towers and dungeons and moats. I've got to update the dictionary that we've got going on the Facebook group. I haven't got round to it yet, and I do apologise, but life has seriously gotten in the way this past week or two. So, you know, I have been a little bit quiet when it comes to the social media. I've popped on every now and then and commented on some of your beautiful progress pictures, but there has been a lot going on. I'm hoping to be back to my normal social media sharing mood next week, say, fingers crossed. So I've just stitched all of that colour. Where are we going to park? Let's rebel, shall we? Let's just mark all those off that I've just stitched. Now I know that this bit of thread isn't very long. Let's have a look. Let's have another look. I might be able to get a few stitches. So what I'm going to do with this thread, because it's not needed in the dungeon, but on this next tower, the east tower, I know that this parked thread, it's not very long, so I will end up running out of it around here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I am going to park it in the next dungeon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why have I gone that way? Why don't I go the other way? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then stitch the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 4. Yeah. So yeah, I am going to park it there. And then when I do stitch this east tower, I will be a rebel because I will be coming down and stealing that thread. Because there'll probably only be, I don't know, 3, 6, 10, 12, about 15 stitches. So yeah. Never mind. Not the end of the world. There is no cross-stitch police out there. Well, there is, apparently. What we got? Yeah, Christina, Megan, notification-wise, I think because I just literally just did an impromptu, it wasn't planned. I do try and, the last couple of ones, I have tried to do a pre-schedule and share it on the social media platforms and things to let you know when I am going live. But this one, I wouldn't worry too much. I did literally just jump on. There was no pre-planning on it. And yeah, notification-wise, I've heard a lot of people have the same issue. I'm not too sure why. Because I've even started to do my schedules through YouTube studio. So what we'll do is we'll do a little schedule for my next one, and let's see whether you get notified. But I'm glad you found us and you are here. I know when I've watched lives, the same. I'm gutted that I missed it, sort of thing. Not getting the notifications, or different time zones, so I end up missing it because of that. Or yeah, it's frustrating, I know. I try and do them a reasonable time so that people can jump on. 2, 3. That one. I'm going to be doing a Q&A soon as well, because I've noticed that a lot of my videos have got some new questions, and I have replied to most of them, I think. I think there's a couple that I haven't quite, because it's not easy to explain through text type thing. So there is a couple of questions, new ones, that I would like to address. So I will be doing a Q&A soon. Do it in a couple of weeks maybe. So if you have got any questions, it's perfect time to ask away, because then they will get answered on that Q&A. Because there is only like 3 or 4 that I've noticed that do need a proper explanation. Again, as you see, I'm not necessarily doing any kind of snake method within the tower. This one's just gone all higgledy-piggledy. I went down a bit and then I've come back up. No rhyme or reason to it, it's just the way the needle sent me. Now, when I get this tower finished, I am going to zoom out a little bit, because I didn't realise, but there is part of the dragon's wing that I'm stitching now. But because there's so much dark background going on the left hand side, you can't actually tell it's the dragon's wing until you see all the grey detail going on. Every time I look at my picture of Mother of Dragon, I notice different details going on. Right, this thread's not very long. I think I'm just going to end this thread. Not needed in the dungeon. We've already got part threads going on. No, we ain't got part thread here. Do I park it there? No, I'm not. I'm going to end it because it's not very long at all. Not messing about playing chicken. Nope. And mark off. Done. Oh, done. Now, I've got obviously colours still going on. Emma, I'm in position 3 because that hurts. Oh, I'm sat on my ankle, my dodgy ankle. Right. What am I missing? What we all stick? Oh God, no! What have I done now? Oh, there you go. I'm being an infidel, stitching 2 towers together on the end of the row. Oh, I think we came up with that, didn't we? No, we didn't. Isn't that the? I know if it's two towers, yeah, you're just being an infidel. I know that we came up with a new term, and I haven't got my notepad, but it's like stitching the 4 blocks, so stitching 2 towers one above the other. We did come up with a term for that one. I can't remember what I called it now. No, it's gone out of my head. I have got all of these things written down, but anyway, yeah. My ankle. Is that not just a bigger great hall, Celia? Right, Morty, no, a great hall is the end of the row. If you've got like 1.5 towers, there's no point in doing the 1 tower and then just stitching half a tower. You might as well stitch that 1.5. What Celia's doing is rebelling, basically. That's what the great hall is. The great hall is literally if your tower has it's only, I don't know, 2 across, 3 across, 4 across, 7 across, anything like that, you know. That's what the great hall is. Not when there are 2 towers and part of a third on the end, I think. Oh, my ankle's hurting. Morty. The stream, not the stitching. What? Oh, can you talk to us? I've missed that one. Morty, I've got confused myself then. Can you talk to us about your tech setup for doing this? Asking for a friend. The stream, not the stitching. Yeah, I touched on this earlier. I don't think there is many videos of how people set this up, but I will try. I need to make sure that there isn't any sort of random law that's going to get my videos deleted first, because I do find it strange that there isn't many videos out there. So before I do delve into explaining it, I just want to do a bit of research first. But I would happily do that. So yeah, we'll come to that another day, definitely. Hi Lorraine, how are you? Welcome to the live. We've been going for an hour now. It was just a random one. It wasn't planned. It just, yeah, let's just jump on. I have been known, Celia, I have been known to stitch 3 towers together, so I'm getting better. You're just impatient, that's all it is. You just want to get it done. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Buzzy Bee Cottage, good morning. Welcome to our live. Hi Steph. Hi all. Thought I'd hop in before I get the hubby. Max. I've been a rebel. I've stitched 6 to 7 towers in one go, as it's all the same colour. Yep. Yeah, you might as well if it's all one colour. If you find it more satisfying just going across the, yeah, do it. Morty, yeah, got that about the Great Hall was a joke. Zana, but I know now what the Great Hall is. I was always wondering. My chart doesn't have half a tower at the end. Well, bless you. At least you know what it is now. Zana, are you on my my Royal Rose Facebook group? Because if you're not, search Royal Rose Method. Is it called? Might just be called Royal Rose Group. But anyway, search Royal Rose Groups on the Facebook, and yeah, we have. I've put up like a dictionary of all the different terms. There is some new ones that need adding, but yeah. Lorraine, sorry, haven't been around much, but was glad to see her live. It's fine, Lorraine. I haven't been around much myself, to be fair. Celia, but I'm started to stitch row by row, especially in a high confetti area. Well done, Celia. I've started to stitch row by row. Good. Emma, back. Oh, did you disappear on me, ducky? I'm in position 3 now. Zana, I am already there, just a different name, same picture. Oh, bless you. Well, oh, hello, Tilly. It's not often you come and make an appearance. Zana, what I could do is maybe one day get my actual Royal Rose Facebook group thing dictionary and actually do a video explaining each method. Come on then. There you go. Now the cat's gonna start playing up. There you go, you. I take it you're okay then, girl. We heard you screeching. Well, I heard you screeching. Ugh. Emma's still in too. Oh, I just couldn't. My ankle was starting to hurt. Shannon, with the book club, would audiobooks be acceptable too, or just paper ones? No, audiobooks would be fine. Book's a book. You know, the story's still the same. So, yeah, it would be spot on, basically. That's the thought, anyway. I'll keep you all updated on what happens with it. Oh wow, this one's just got the one stitch there and then it's parked there. So 3864. I do really want to try and get a tower done. And one where you actually see me doing all these colour changes as well, because I feel like, you know, as an ambassador of the Royal Rose, I'm not doing many confetti-fied and colour changing and cannonballs and, you know, I want you to see a bit more with my stitching instead of just block colours. I know this still isn't a lot, but and I'm sorry for the wobble. Trixie's woke up and is wobbling the settee, which in turn is wobbling the camera. Leave my tail. Stitch. And park it there. Mark that off. And double tap and put back in. Now what we got going on? Now this one. You would definitely be interested, Shannon. Yeah, that's great. Like I say, we'll keep you updated. I'm pretty sure, are you in the, I know you're in both my Facebook groups. Are you in Zoom Stitchy Friends? Because that is probably where it'll be done. What am I doing here? I'm searching. What I'm searching for? 3860. Two stitches. one. Shannon, yeah, I am. I do eventually want to pluck up the courage to come on Zoom. Oh, bless you. Go for it. They're all super friendly. I'm not on there quite as much now because not for any particular reason, you know, not against anybody in the room. I find that I'm chatting to people outside of Zoom as well. And then also doing my stitching, doing my lives, obviously. I'll be doing some pre-records soon, so that'll be taking up a bit of my time. I've been doing a bit of reading. I've not constantly been stitching, so I'm not quite in there as regular, but try and get in there at least 2 or 3 times a week. Right, now, this one. Where am I parking this one then? Are we parking it in the dungeon just for one stitch? No. I'm going to park it in the East Tower. And then when I get to this tower, what I will end up doing is I will end up parking it in the previous dungeon. Where am I parking it now? 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. 3, 4. And it's the second one up. 2. Like that. Finish them off. Park it there. And then we've got this one. Oh wow. So it's 2 stitches, but we've got some down here, so this one's going to be easy. Hi Sherry. Lurking while working. Bless you. And hi Jodie, how are you? Good morning everybody, just popped on for a minute. Yep, no worries. Stay. Don't stay. Life gets in the way. I'm not adulting today. I can't be bothered. I'm having a lazy day. That's why I wasn't very prepared for this. I just jumped on. I'm even still in my pyjamas. That's how lazy a day I'm having. I haven't even brushed my hair today. Now what am I doing here? I did see that someone had commented on one of my videos saying about doing my full crosses, especially with the black, I'm assuming she meant. Doing like the one leg all the way across and then coming back to finish the cross stitch. And that apparently I will save thread. Well, for anybody who hasn't noticed, I waste a lot of thread. But that's just me. You know, you don't actually waste all that much on the method. I waste a lot because I'm not messing about saving little tidbits. Right, so that's those 2 stitched. Yeah, I get what she was saying with the whole, you know, you could save thread, but I'm not fussed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Parking in the dungeon. I think this is the first time I've actually done what I'm meant to be doing with my stitching, with my method. Parking in the dungeon. 1, 2, 3, 4. But to be fair, the other ones haven't been needed in the dungeon. Finish that and park that. Oh, no, Ali, what are you doing? Park that. What else have we got going on? Let's do this one next, which is 3787. Seven, 8, 7. eyes aren't working. That's it. My needle. Basically, this last corner needs stitching. When my fabric does come for my Roses of Provence Mirabilia, I think I will do the start on with you guys. I have got the material pack type thing, just not the fabric. I've got the pattern and the threads and the beads and the crystals and the krennic, so I've got everything apart from my fabric. So what I might actually do, I might even jump on and do a live tomorrow, and on that live I will literally just be sat here sorting the threads out, putting them on floss cards. What do you reckon, guys? Yeah, I think I might do that actually. And then I've got some the 5D diamond painting little tubs you can get. I've got those as well, so I might be putting my beads in one of those, like in a couple of those. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. So yeah, I might jump back on tomorrow and do a bit of a kitting up video as my live instead of some stitching, and then at least it'll be ready. Everything will be ready to stitch as soon as that fabric arrives then. So I'm parking that one in the dungeon. Mark these stitches off. Trixie, stop knocking the camera. I'll park that there. Now, as you can see, I don't know what you can see of this corner, actually. Oh yeah, you can see it. Let me go back up. So I've just parked in the dungeon with that last colour, that last piece of thread, right here. Now there is there's 3 stitches of that thread needed in the east tower. But the reason I haven't parked it there is because if I scroll up, I can see that there's a lot of stitches that's going to be going on. So I have continued to just park it here, and I will start a new piece of thread here because I'll be parking in the dungeon and continuing on down. Just for a little bit of useless information there for you. Yeah, if there wasn't a lot of stitches going on down here, you know, that bit of thread that I've just parked there, that will run out. I'm hoping I should be able to get it all used with that dungeon and then the dungeon below. If there wasn't, say if there was only just these few little stitches here, I would maybe park it in the east tower, stitch those 3 stitches and then park it there. But yeah, just little tweaks that you can do if you really, really want to. Now, should we go with black? Let's go with black. Let's see you later, Steph. See what you guys are doing first. So thank you all for joining me, by the way. I know I didn't do a schedule. I have literally just jumped on, and you guys have just jumped on yourselves. It's great. Jodie, in a bit of pain this morning, so thought I would watch you stitch. Oh, bless you, Jodie. I hope you're okay. Well, obviously you're not. You're in a bit of pain. Silly me. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope you get well soon. Shannon, oh my God, is anyone else having a not catastrophe today? And I hope it gets better for you soon, Jodie. Shannon, Do you know what? Touch wood, I don't have many problems with knots. Whether it be stitching with um, two strands, one strand, like I say, touch wood, I don't really have any issues. I feel bad for you that you are having issues, and I hope it sorts its life out soon. But I think people use beeswax. It's like like a waxy. I don't personally know, so I can't advise you, unfortunately. Jodie, I'll try stitching in a bit to take my mind off of the pain. Right now, my 3-year-old grandson is here. Aw, bless. Thank you, Shannon. Got a dash. Bye bye. Jodie. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jodie. Like I say, I hope you feel better soon. Kids can always help take your mind off it as well. I have endometriosis, and it's meant to be cured with an operation, and no, it hasn't been cured at all. So for anybody who gets told that a hysterectomy and an oophorectomy cures endometriosis, don't believe a word of it. They are lying. You still end up with pain. My pain started again. I had a couple of years off, don't get me wrong, it gives you a couple of years reprieve, but I've got it back. But yeah, getting back to the point, I find that with my pain levels, kids definitely take your mind off it. Morty, at Royal Stitcher, I was sat here at my desk working, and I work from home, so no one monitoring me can just hop onto YouTube to watch. Oh, bless you. Thank you. So good that everybody should join. Sandy, I have one to sort ready to start, so I might join you. There you go then, Sandy, definitely. We'll call it a date. Alison, it's to do with estrogen. I don't quite know what you mean with that. I don't know if you're on about me with my endometriosis. I've had it for a while. I know what endometriosis is, and it is literally scar tissue on all organs, which I have. It's to do with your periods. Sorry, men who may be watching. It's not to do with estrogen. Or it might partly be because of the whole period thing, but I haven't got estrogen running through my body at the moment because I am not on HRT, but I'm still in agony. Anyway, yeah, there's no good trying to explain the ins and outs of endometriosis because there's so many people that are not aware of everything when it comes to endometriosis. As I said, I got told that this operation would cure it. No, it doesn't cure it at all. Anyway, we'll sideline that conversation. Sherry, my knot catastrophe was Tuesday. I was so frustrated that I haven't stitched stints. Oh no, Sherry. Not good. Not. That's mind the pun. That wasn't deliberate either. But it isn't good. Knots. Like I say, I'm lucky I don't deal with knots. You watch, I'll get one now. Minnie the Spell Keeper, Lisa Parker. I got CXC Fritz. Ooh, the Spell Keeper. I'll have to have a look at that one. Yeah. I don't know. Don't even ask me what time I'll be doing the live because no, let's not even go there. I haven't got a clue, but we will. I'll try and do one tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. Could be as early as 11. It could be as late as what it has been today, or 1 o'clock. I'm not sure. We'll aim for 1 o'clock, I think. What have we got going? Jodie, yes, it's endometriosis with adhesions, and they can't get all the microscopic endometrioses that they can't see. So it can come back. Sorry you're having to deal with that. Not fun. No, it's not fun at all. They are doing, they never did a, what's the word, a checkup after my last operation because lockdown hit. So I never got my checkup, my follow-up. So because I was in hospital not long back with it again, they've referred me to have that checkup and possibly be going endoscopy even, to try and laser some of those scar tissues away, because mine are really bad, really, really bad. Obviously, every operation you have can end up causing all of that anyway, but they are willing, because they didn't do the follow-up. I think that's the main reason they're willing to do it. But it will be the last operation they can give me, because they're not going to be comfortable keep cutting me open, because those scar tissues alone, you know, it ends up like glue in there. But we'll see. It might just be a case of pain meds for the rest, which I am used to, unfortunately. Anybody who hasn't got endometriosis, obviously men especially, men do my head in when it comes to it. Ah, it's just period pains, you'll be worried. No. No, no, no. You're in pain every single day. Some pain is more bearable than others, so you can kind of carry on. Whereas you get your flare-ups, and those flare-ups knock you off your feet. If it's knocked you off your feet, it is because it is a really bad flare-up. Because, as we all know who suffer with it, you carry on. You get on with it every single day with it. So if you are off your feet, it's because it's really bad. 2, 3, 2, 3. It's not nice, and I don't wish it on my worst nightmares. Or worst enemies even. 2. I had my hysterectomy and oophorectomy at the age of 38. Or was it 39? I can't remember now. 38. So yeah, and there's another one. Obviously, that operation, you go straight into menopause. The amount of people that say to me, you're not hot flushing, you're too young to be in menopause. Well, I'm sorry, but I am in menopause. I know my own body. I know what's happened with me. It's not nice. Now, I know this camera isn't great for anybody that is thinking, ooh, picture's awful. I am in the process of saving to get a decent camera. We'll get there one day. Everything will just click. 1, 2. I am marking off as I go along because I'm nattering. I don't normally. I can normally just stitch and mark it all off at the end. Hey, see? Who was it who was talking about knots? It's only a little teeny tiny one, but it's easy enough to pull out. There you go, done. You jinxed me. Who was it? Was it Sherry? Yes, there was Sherry. You was on about it. 2. Down here. You jinxed me. I don't normally get knots. I think the only other way of getting my camera angle maybe a bit better for you is to not have the other windows going on. Literally just stitch, because you can still hear me. You don't need to see my ugly mush. We'll give that a go on the next Stitch With Me if I haven't already bought a HD camera. We'll maybe just literally have the stitching going on. Obviously I'll have my welcome screen where you will see me, but my stitching screen will literally just be the stitching. We might be able to get a bit of a better viewing pleasure then. We'll see. I do watch these back just to make sure it's not too bad, but no one likes to watch themselves, so I do kind of just whiz through it a little bit. So if there is ever any problems, I would muchly appreciate a heads up. Like obviously earlier on this one, I was showing the pattern keeper, but I didn't have the audio connected with that screen. You know, you all let me know, which was, like I say, very much appreciated, because I would have kept doing it else. So yeah, if there is any other suggestions or issues, let me know and we'll see what we can do to fix them, because I don't always catch them. Whereas my comments, I do see all of those. It's not long before it's Christmas, to be fair, so I might even get my partner to buy me a really decent HD webcam type thing, for the purposes of having the colour. You know, I feel like you're not getting the true benefit of colour on my pattern here. Perhaps there. Now we're on the last colour after this. Let's highlight that, finish it, park it. Now this colour is 3799. I should know this off by heart by now, because I'm always stitching 310 and 3799. Let's get the 3799 thread. There we go. I'm going to finish this tower and then call it. Like I say, I'm going to do another live tomorrow. When I come off of here, I will schedule the live. It won't be a Stitch With Me. I will be sorting. I'll be kitting up basically my Mirabilia. I'll get my threads all put onto floss cards, and maybe sort the beads out into little tubs, but definitely thread sorting onto floss cards. Yeah, I'll get a schedule done after this. I'll schedule it for 1, because I think 1 o'clock is I don't know if you heard that, but that would be the other half messaging me. Yeah, I'll do 1 o'clock, because I think 1 o'clock's doable, unless you want it later. Let me know what time you think, and I'll schedule it. What time's best for you? Obviously we've got UK time. Would you rather it be about 3 o'clock again, or is it a little bit earlier? Okay. Let's say I'll only be sorting threads out. Never know if it doesn't take too long, because there isn't many colours. I think there's 15 colours. No, that can't be right. Yeah, maybe actually. No, I've got 5 cards, so 50. I think there's 40 odd threads that I've got to put onto the floss cards, so who knows, we might get a bit of stitching done, I don't know. But the main purpose is kitting up the mirabilia, because then when the fabric does come, at least we've kind of done it from the beginning, minus the ordering of it. Oh, that's my twitch. Getting sympathy pains for Jodie. I don't know if you can see, but this bit, this straight edge here, let's do this while I'm stitching, so I might as well. Yeah, this piece here, while I'm stitching away, is actually part of the dragon wing. It will be. Don't know if you can quite see it in detail yet. Every time, as I say, every time I look at this lovely gorgeousness, I've got a little crease in it. I'm so upset. But yeah, you know, it is actually the dragon's wing. Never, a bit of glare going on. You can't quite tell. But yeah, I didn't realise. I only realised that. Put my teeth back in, Ali. I only figured it out a couple of days ago. I was like, hang on, isn't that part of its wing? So yeah, got a bit of a wing going on, guys. So you can see the colour now that I've zoomed out. The only problem with being that far zoomed out is you can't see what I'm doing. You can see a little bit now, but I know people, you know, you like to see right in there in the tower and seeing the stitch, but you lose the colour when I do that, I feel. Let's go in a bit more. Yeah, I do. I feel like you lose a lot of the colour the more zoomed in we go. It goes more grayscale. But anyway, we're near the end. Well, this is all the same colour, so I am going to zoom out and just let you see the prettiness of it. Ignore my leg pointing out the backwards there. What I'll do is I'll move that out of the way as well. Can you see what's going on? Let me, what are we on? IV cam, aren't we? Let's move you over. A little smidgen. In fact, what I might do is get rid of this. You don't need the pattern keeper one on there now. We'll hide that. We will move me a smidge. No, that's the wrong one. Thank you. Move me a smidge. I'm still here. And then we will go with the IV cam and let you see a bit more of what's going on. Maybe if I actually zoom in with this camera. That's more like it. So I don't actually need to zoom in with this one. Obviously you need to zoom in a little bit, but so look, I'm even experimenting while on this now. Sorry guys, I might be making you a little bit dizzy, but you're actually seeing the little tweaks that need to be done as and when we're doing the live. Let's see how that goes. Might need to zoom in a little bit more still. Let's have a look. See, there's so much, you do need to tweak it a fair bit to get that perfect camera angle, really. It's a bit of a nightmare. Or it can be anyway. But do. I think I need a better camera. Even just zooming in like I just did through the laptop instead of the actual camera, this actual camera. Yeah. Still not the greatest picture quality, is it? We'll get a decent camera set up. There must be a way of getting a clearer picture for you and your experience with it, basically. I just feel like if I zoom in, you're still going to lose a lot of that detail again. Don't like that at all. Sorry guys, I'm messing you about. I'm going to zoom you back in because I don't like it. Like I say, I'm no professional when it comes to this sort of stuff. I have just learned as I've gone along. Yeah. It's not as simple as it looks sometimes. As we all know, I've had plenty of mishaps when it comes to lives, especially when with internet. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the less that's going on your screen, the better the stitch quality is for you. I hear a vehicle outside. Please don't be coming here. Busy. Now, as you know, I have been nattering away while doing this live. So, obviously, I'm about to complete this tower. But I have been nattering. And what are we on? 1 hour and 40. I average about an hour a tower, I think. Which isn't bad going, because that's 200 stitches an hour. So when you see that I've done 1,000 stitches, or, you know, yeah, 1,000 stitches, that's 5 hours job, you know. Don't be disheartened if you're only doing 300 or 200 or even 100 and something, you know. It's not a competition. You know, I've got all day. I'm not working at the moment till we get on top of my health. I'm not working, so I have all day. I can stitch for a good 8, 10, sometimes even 12 hours. So when my stitch count is very high, that is the only reason it is very high. It's because I average about 200 stitches an hour and I stitch all day. So please don't be disheartened if you feel like you're not as speedy or your stitch count isn't very high or because of this method or any other method. You know, it's the time that you can put in that is the big factor. Let me just finish this tower and then I will see what you guys are saying. If you're saying anything, you might not be. Other than, stop it, you're making me dizzy. Yeah, they shouldn't need to get another bit of thread. For anybody that watches Fate the Wink Saga, Me and Steph realised that the new season starts tomorrow on Netflix. That's what I'll be watching. After my live, obviously. Nearly done. Can you guys see the whole wing that's going on with this? I can kind of see it, the detail, the little viney bits of it, and obviously it's straight edge. It's going to be one of those cross stitches that the more I look at it, the more I see extra detail, even after I've completed it and it's up on the wall. Because just looking at the picture, as I said, I didn't even realise it was a wing until a few days ago. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the whole width of this that I've already got done, because the only reason I am is because I'm not going to be showing it for a while, because I want that wow factor for people. We're getting to the nitty-gritty detail, proper nice bits, so I'd rather get a good 2 or 3 rows stitched before I share it again. Obviously you'll see me do some stitch with me's, so you'll see little bits of it, but this is going to be the last time that you're going to see the whole width for a while. Are we ready? I don't know if it's going to let me do it actually. Oh, here you go. Let's move this out of the way. So here you go. Ignore my foot. I just want to show you the width of this project, if we can. Is my frame, is my stand going to let me? Almost. Isn't it beautiful? Can't quite see her head. Let's move you over because you know what's going on with that side now. Can't quite show you all of it, I'm afraid. The camera's not allowing. But yeah, so next time you do see this, I'm hoping that you will be able to see some of our Queenie's head. Because as you can see, we've got the tip of her head, her hair. Let me take this out of here. That would make more sense, won't it? There you go. You can see her hair. Yeah, you're not going to see it for a while because I'm not going to give it away. I want to be able to... Oh, sorry guys. I'm doing this by hand now. If I bring this in, obviously you can see where all that detailing is. Oops. So obviously this bit, it's the tip of her hair here. Let's go in a little bit more. So it's basically this bit of her hair, the very top. And then the same with this bit over here. This bit is this teeny tiny bit in here. Try and get it without the glare. So yeah, and then wing wise, you know, it's the wing. Can you see it? The little detail of the dragon's wing. And that is what is going on here. But you can't quite see the detail yet. It's crazy. I'm actually stitching the dragon and didn't realise. Just a little bit of useless information there for you guys. But yeah, so yeah, have a gander, because the next time you see it, I'm hoping that there'll be a fair bit of her face. I'll try and get her eyes in maybe, and then I'll start sharing. I want that wow factor for you. I know there's a wow factor anyway because of this thing going on up here and her hair, but yeah, Anyway, I'm going to switch this one off. Don't it look cool, Celia? I love it. I love all this detailing. When I'm looking at it with the naked eye, this isn't making any sense to me. But looking through this camera and what you're seeing, I can see it. It's popping. It's just awesome. It looks so cool. The same with her hair. Like looking with my naked eye, it's just looking like white and blue. And I'm like, what? White and blue? But when I look through this camera now, it does look like the top of her hair. I'm so excited. So now you know why I haven't put her away. It's not just because my fabric hasn't arrived for Mirabilia and, you know, my lame-ass excuse of I didn't want to be starting another row on something less. And no, I just didn't want to put her down. I was telling Porcupines. Right, let me bung you back up here. But so yeah, that's my lovely Mother of Dragon. Thank you all for joining me today. Let's have a look. Oh, have I missed very much on the chat? I don't want to be rude. Not be. On about the endometriosis, have most women age 40, long drawn out menopause, gar. Yeah, menopause is not fun. We all hate menopause. You manifested a knot. Yes, you did. I can't believe that. Very, very painful every day, Max. Yeah, yeah. You don't need to tell me, love. Just because I'm sat here stitching and doing this live, it does not mean at all that I'm not in pain, because I am. You know, most people, my pain that I'm dealing with right now would be knocking them off their feet, but you learn to cope with it. But my flare-ups, yeah, they are ridiculous. But anyway, I didn't start it. I wasn't the naughty one. It was Shannon. It was Shannon, actually. I just sympathised. Yeah. Max, are you doing 2 towers at once? Was that directed at me, Max? Because I wasn't. I was just doing 1 tower. 1 tower is 2 blocks. That is what a tower is. It's the 2 10 by 10 blocks, one above each other. Celia, 1 is fine. Which one are you doing? I've missed that conversation. 1 would be cool. Right, I've got to go. Thank you for the company this afternoon, Royal Stitcher, and everyone else. You're welcome, Morty. If you've already gone, I'm sorry I missed being able to say bye to you. But thank you for joining. Lorraine, wow, gonna look amazing, isn't she? Yes, she so is. She's gonna look awesome. Sherry, lovely. Sandy, beautiful. Max, yes. All right, now I get you. Yep. Mirabilia, I mean, which one are you doing? I've missed the conversation. Oh, the Mirabilia. I'm doing the Roses of Provence. Or Rose of Provence. Hang on, if you bear with me 1 second, I can very, 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 very quickly show you. Because I do want to shoot. I'm doing this one, darling. Rose of Provence. As I say, I've got the kit. I just need to get the threads put on the floss cards, and then the beads. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I think I might be beading them up. But yeah, so I'm doing that. I will be doing when the fabric arrives. So tomorrow's live is going to be me sorting those threads out, getting them put on the floss cards. Have a great day all. Have a great day, Sherry. Thank you so much for joining. Lorraine, yeah, she's beautiful. I can't wait to start her. I've got two very beautiful ladies that I will be stitching. Just love this one. Love it. Anyway, I'm going to shoot now, guys. I will set up the pre-schedule live so that everyone's aware. Don't get me wrong, you've all joined me today and it's great. So if I can't manage to get that schedule on, I should be able to, but if I can't, I am back tomorrow. Jodie, gotta go. Enjoyed it, Alison. Thank you for helping take my mind off pain. Hope you have a great day. Oh, bless you, Jodie. Yeah, thank you for joining. And yeah, I'm about tomorrow if you need the same. It is nice. It is just a case of you've got to try and distract yourself, Ducky. I know it's not always easy. Hopefully I'll make your live tomorrow, Max. Yep. Like I say, I think I'm going to do it for, I'm going to say 1, I think, which is my time. Or maybe 3. Do it about the same time as today. I'm going to do it for 3 p.m. No, because it's Friday. Jason will probably finish work early. I'm going to do it for 1 p.m. Sorry. So yeah, 1 p.m. my time. But yeah. So thank you all for joining me. For those that are watching this back, thank you for watching it. Sorry we missed you. Yeah, thank you for your continued support in watching me, because I wouldn't bother doing it if I didn't. Well, I would, because it was going to be a diary type thing, but you make it that little bit more fun to do. Hopefully, obviously after tomorrow's live, the next video upload will be my tattoo. Fingers crossed. Celia, I'm going to pop onto Zoom for half an hour if you're about for a chat. Well, if anybody's about for chat, to be fair. And Emma, I'll chat to you. I'll chat to you in a bit if you're still about, Ducky. I will ring you after I've just nipped on Zoom and chat to Celia. Anyway, happy stitching, everybody. Love you all, but not as much as cross stitch.